So overall, just basically saying that certain nodes can have a priority based on what those nodes settings are, and similarly to those who are trying to find jobs to be completed, they can pick specific jobs that they want to be completed faster. What is up, Theta homies? It is your boy Justin Massetti back again with another Theta token video, another Theta token update. Just a friendly reminder, if you're new to the channel trying to find as much Theta news, updates, NFTs, or any kind of Theta partnerships, please hit that like and subscribe on. Check out all the links down below in the description for all the links I post in this video. So starting on X, we're going to do a little bit more of a review for 2024 because as you can tell probably from the title that we're going to talk about 2024 roadmap and see what has been hit and what has not and what's more to come. So it's going to be just reiterating some of the things and then just pinpointing what has been mentioned already and actually has been achieved for this year. So going on to X, we're going to see that actually starting on the Medium article, this was posted on January 27th of 2024, introducing the Theta roadmap. We're not going to read the entirety of it, just going to see what has the checkpoints have been so far. So scrolling down, it's kind of nice because for the first half of 2024, we're going to see that the Edge Cloud Next Gen Edge Network Release 1, Theta Hackathon New Adoption Metrics, support ecosystem projects, and Theta Video API. So just headlining from each one, we're going to see the Edge Cloud Next Gen Network Release 1. So there has been cloud hosted nodes managed by Theta. We know that the Elite Booster node has more features for the Edge node, and operational dashboard and virtual management has been achieved for those who are using the technology for the Edge Cloud, as well as host popular Gen AI vision and language models. I feel like the most commoner person, like individual, may not even use too much of this just because who knows what they can actually use it for. But other than the only thing that I use almost on a daily basis when I'm making these videos are the generative images, so like text to image, that technology that I always use for most of my thumbnails 90% of the time, I would say. So that's one of the things for like a random individual like myself, but for business and corporations, I feel like they have a lot more utility when it comes to these updates. When I go on to the Edge Cloud later on, you'll see what I'm talking about for those who are not using it on a daily basis. Going on to the Theta Hackathon, there was another Theta Hackathon that was completed, so we have made videos on that in the previous videos already. That has been achieved. I feel like there's going to be a lot of more future hopefully partners. I'm hoping for bigger corporations. It's kind of hard to say. We do know that the upcoming update with the Samsung and Android type of phones that are going to be released, and who knows about the TVs and how that's going to be incorporated. I'm not too sure. I feel like when this video is released, we're still not going to be at that day yet, but when I'm looking at my calendar quickly and briefly, we possibly might. It'll be probably a couple days before that phone release has been announced. Going on to the adoption metrics and subchain stats, when we go on to the Theta Explorer, you can even see it as well that under the metachain, you can see all the other subchains and then click each individual one and see the statistics that are being listed accordingly. The Theta Video API enhancements, so he says the self-serve studio level NFT, non-fungible token DRM, digital rights management, support for live streams and VOD, advanced metrics dashboard. So I feel like this has not been achieved yet. I could be wrong. I haven't seen too many application enhancements, maybe because I'm not using it too much, and I haven't seen too many individuals who use these NFTs. I feel like because NFTs in the last year or so has most likely slowed down because people have been a little more skeptical since been so many rug pulls in a sense, not just on Theta, I'm talking about in general in the NFT market. But we shall see how many more live streams are going to be incorporated. Now I'm hoping for something a little more creative other than these AMAs, but we shall see which partners are going to be affiliated with Theta in the near future. Okay, so that looks like that's the first half of 2024. Scrolling down just a tad more, we're going to see the second half. So it is September of 2024, so basically in the last quarter of 2024. Here is what's listed. It says the Edge Cloud Next Gen Network Release 2 enable partners to set up and run hosted nodes in their own cloud data centers, support for advanced job prioritization and opt-out. This is more upcoming, I would say. Summary reports and analytics of jobs completed, support distributed temporal and persistent storage for compute jobs. So before going on to the other ones, we're going to see that the support for advanced job prioritization is going to be for those elite booster nodes who have staked, I believe the minimum was a 500,000 TVL. So from there, those individuals who stake that onto a one node, you'll be able to categorize what kind of jobs your node you want to have done. So for those who are running that node, put that comments down below. I'll probably like increase some images here and there, probably just pop it up on the screen just so you guys can see what they look like, but we shall see because I personally am not staking 500,000 TFL. I do have my Elite Edge node if you want to stake to that. I'll pop that somewhere here, and also my Guardian node if you want to stake your Theta tokens to that, but more on that later. Going on to a little bit more, we're going to see this fully decentralized Theta video API for digital right management, transcoding, and delivery. Still haven't seen too many people really adopt Theta network when it comes to digital rights management, like fully into their system. I know that the World Poker Tour has in some sort of sense because of their seasons. So if you have a World Poker Tour, I don't recall which one it is. Maybe it's just an NFT that allows you to have that type of access to the videos. I don't necessarily remember. It's been a little bit more quiet on their end, but I could be wrong in terms of anyone else that's using the digital rights management. The next gen Theta Web3 Theater integrated into Theta Drop and partner platforms I have not personally seen. I haven't seen too much of the Web3 Theater. I feel like it's been changed so much. We do know that Theta TV has been adjusted from streamers to constantly kind of just playing the Theta news that has happened so far ever since they've been created, I guess. More so for 2024 news, but that's as much as I have seen. I haven't seen too much of the Theta Drop and their partner platforms doing anything big, and at least from the top of my head, I can't really think so, because we do know that there's partners with Theta, just haven't seen too many big announcements in the last, I would say, few months of 2024. The extend T-Drop use case to partner marketplaces, I feel like this could have some good potential for those NFTs, but still, I haven't seen too many big announcements when it comes to partners. So the T-Drop use case, other than just it being a thing for NFT, for people who are buying NFTs on Theta Drop, I really don't see too much of a purpose as of yet in the making of this video. I'm hoping I'm wrong in the near future, but as of yet, that's just what I'm seeing. But definitely do your own research, guys, before investing. H2 second half of 2024 release 2 of Edge Cloud will allow partners and end users to begin running their own Edge Cloud nodes in the data centers in their own individual cloud infrastructure, along with ability to prioritize particular job types, process and or opt out of specific jobs on the network, and analytics of the completed jobs. This is an intermediate release in preparation for a fully decentralized Edge Cloud model where community operated nodes can participate in the hybrid cloud architecture. So basically saying that certain companies can prioritize certain jobs, and then having everyone in the Edge Cloud system can also participate and earn rewards that way. That's the whole premise of Theta Network, but it's just reiterating that there's going to be some more flexibility when it comes to jobs that people want to be completed, at least in their business. Moving on to 2025, kind of crazy that this whole year kind of flew by. I feel like as we're getting older, I feel like time just flies, probably just because everyone's working and you're just staying busy, and you have families, friends, or just somehow staying busy, but it's crazy how fast time flies. Edge Cloud and Next Gen Network Release 3. Here are the couple of the checkpoints that they want to hit. It looks like deploy first hybrid cloud computing platform built on a fully distributed edge architecture, jobs and payload marketplace, optimization of jobs and supply and demand, developer and API interface. So before going on to this end of this article, we're going to see some of the Edge Cloud partners. So this is what I was talking about, the generative AI showcase in terms of their updates. You can see the text to image, what I was referring to in the beginning, the chatbot, image to video, sketch 3D, virtual try-on, image to image. So these are just some of the utilities that I feel like are just available to common people like myself, civilians, I would say, if you want to use it for fun or just use it in your own way for art. I'm not too sure where else you can really use this for. Continue on to another part of the Edge Cloud is just their dashboard altogether. So for those who want to incorporate their dashboard into their business infrastructure, this is, I feel like, the place where you can begin. So that's just my thoughts and opinions. I'm not too sure if people actually have driven to this page. I'm just assuming so, because that's just looks like where you can start. Next few things I do want to mention as well is announcing the launch of the Edge Cloud Booster. This was one of the highlights for the first half of 2024, just because going on to this next image, you can see here as well is the Theta Edge node. Here's the Elite Booster, and you can lock in for 3, 6, 12 months, and you can see the earned standard job rewards, and you can see the percentages for locking in T-Fuel for X period amount of time. I feel like this is going to be very useful in the near future for those who really want to lock it in. It's kind of like a high yield savings account or like a CD for those who are familiar with that kind of saving. If you're not too familiar, it's basically saying you're going to lock in X amount of US dollars into a bank for whatever reason, and then based on that interest set for that long period of time, that's how much you're going to receive based on the amount of money that you lock in. That's just a quick summary of it. So put some thoughts and comments about how you feel about this Elite Booster lock-in system. Next thing I do also want to mention too as well is the Theta meta chain. This is what I was referring to when you see the meta chain here. You can see the Theta price in the making of this video, but more on that later in the near future. Hopefully it's going to be a lot higher. But Theta meta chain, and then you can see all the subchains, and you can click each one individually. So for example, Levita, you can see here, and you can look at the governance token and the transactions that has happened. Looks like in the last 14 days based on this subchain. Here's the total supply, and then you can just see a little more information, and then you can go on to other type of subchains if you would like to. But now going on to the end of 2025, or at least introduction for the future of 2025, I should say. In 2025 and beyond, we'll continue to drive new applications in the Theta ecosystem with more to share as we get closer to the end of the year. But one key facet will be the full release of the Edge Cloud, where Edge nodes operated by community members will work seamlessly and in tandem with cloud-operated infrastructure. An intelligent coordinator cluster will route any incoming task to the most optimal node based on type of job, immediacy, performance cost, and service level parameters. Jobs and payloads will be completed via open marketplace that allows clients to submit jobs to the Edge Cloud and the amount they are willing to pay nodes to complete them in T-Fuel or TNT 20 tokens. While node running Edge Cloud can choose which jobs they want to complete or opt to set their node to complete any job submitted, node operators and clients will also benefit from a developer application interface that allows them to easily submit or complete jobs programmatically. So overall, just basically saying that certain nodes can have a priority based on what those nodes settings are, and similarly to those who are trying to find jobs to be completed, they can pick specific jobs that they want to be completed faster. Overall, I hope this video is a little more insightful. I know it's a little more different when it comes to reading, but I'm just hoping that some of these videos are just a helpful reminder for those who are looking at Theta and just thinking, wow, because it definitely helps me myself, because it's definitely a new world, I would like to say, when it comes to Web3 or just crypto. Blockchain technology is what I'm really saying nowadays. Blockchain technology updates rather than crypto, because I feel like it's a weird connotation to it. But regardless, I just feel like this looks like going to be some potential, and hopefully if everything pans out, hopefully people who are watching these videos, thank you for watching the videos first of all, because who knows where Theta Network will be in the next year, 2 years, 3, 4, whatever amount of time, however this technology is going to be developed. But like I said, if you're new to the channel trying to find as much Theta news, updates, NFTs, or any kind of Theta partnerships, please hit that like and subscribe button. Check out all the links down below in the description for all the links I post in this video, as well as staking your Theta tokens to my Guardian node, or staking your T-Fuel tokens to my Elite Edge node. I feel like the Edge node might be full because I only have one currently, so check out that Theta Guardian node, because either way, you're going to help my channel, help with the Theta Network, but overall help yourselves out, earn as much T-Fuel passively as possible, and utilize it however you want on Theta Drop, Open Theta, any of the subchains on Theta, or just withdrawing it back to your wallet. I feel like with this roadmap of 2024 was nice to revisit, even though I know it's not the end of the year of 2024, but it's just nice to see what they had planned and what check marks and benchmarks they have actually reached. But really looking forward to the future of Theta, the next Theta video, the next Theta update. But until then, guys, it is your boy Justin Passetti, so try to keep up. Hi, deuces.